G'day, welcome back to Duxella Gaming and Cities Skylines. Yes, that's right. We are back. We are going to attempt yet again to get a series going on Cities Skylines. Hopefully we won't have the same problems with save game and backup corruption that we've had. It's just been a terrible time with this game and trying to get it on the channel. Anyway, enough of that. We're just going to get into it. So we are back here because we have a new DLC, Sunset Harbour. This is also commonly being referred to as Mass Transit 2.0 because of the changes and the implementations of new stuff for mass transit, which is, in my opinion, fantastic and well worth the buy. Anyway, we're going to get straight into it. We're just going to build our empire and go from there. Now, mods. I have a whole pile of mods I'm using. I'm not going to list them right now. I am going to put them in the comments down below. If I don't put them in the comments down below, then leave a comment and let me know that I haven't put a comment in the comments, and you get my drift. Just let me know I haven't done it and I'll do it. Anyway, what we've also got, one of those mods is the 81 tile mod. So we've actually unlocked the entire map. So we don't just have one zone to deal with at the moment, we have the lot. But we just got to start building in this zone at the moment where we've got the access to the highway, because we haven't got anything unlocked. We've got to unlock everything. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So let's get straight into it. Let's not muck about. Let's just get building. Right, so the first thing we do is we build a little road like that, and then we delete it. And that unlocks a few extra road options in here. Now, I am going to be doing a big roundabout here. Now, normally, I would use... I am going to use a 3-lane one-way roundabout here later on. But for now, I'm not going to do that because I'm not going to want to spend the extra money on doing that. So I'm going to build it ready for expansion, but we will worry about that expansion itself later on. Right, so it's going to put a 10-unit roundabout in. So we just go there and there. Make it nice and simple. It'll be the theme of this video and probably the series of keeping things simple. Right, so we're going to go 2-lane to there and 2-lane to there, and we'll turn that back around. Right, there we go. Now, normally what I would do here is I'd then go off and I'd do my residential and commercial, and this is the third time I've attempted doing this video, by the way. We won't get into the reasons why. Anyway, needless to say, I kept on stuffing up in my own plan. So what we're going to do is we are going to grab a road, and I think we're going to grab a basic road, and we're going to bring that over here, and I'm going to put a temporary industrial area in over here. Now, why do I mean temporary industrial area? Well, I don't want to have my industry near my big residential and commercial area that I'm going to have here, and I don't want to have it close to the water either. What I do want to do is I want to put it over here next to the rail line, near the rail line, so I've got easy access to get rid of all my industry on the rail. So we're just going to put it here temporarily. So I'm going to put power in. There we go. Now, what we're talking about power, I won't be running power lines anywhere because, to get started anyway, because we've got power under the street. That's one of the mods we've got. Now, some people may say it's cheaty, others may say it's not. Now, I don't think it is really, because in modern developed worlds, power lines generally in suburban areas go under the road anyway. We don't have telegraph poles out above ground, all that sort of stuff anymore, where we possibly can. So yeah, okay, high tension distribution lines and that, they certainly are, but in the case of this, we're not going to worry about it. All right, so we've got power in, fine. Now need water and sewerage treatment, so we're going to put a water pumping station in, stock standard, done. Now we're going to put some pipes in just here first off before I continue on any further, and put it there like that, and put it there like that. Right. Now, I'm going to connect that up to the system there, like, in fact, yeah, that's fine. Right. So, the other thing I need to do is I need to deal with our wastewater. So, I've got the water drain pipe, which we can put into the river here and put out into the river and pollute the river. But we don't want to do that because we want to use the fish that are here, right? Which we'll see a little bit later on. So, in this DLC, we've got a couple of new options. We have the inland water treatment plant. There's a basic and an advanced. And then we have an eco basic and advanced inland water treatment plant. Now, basically, there as a different option to using our water drain pipe or our eco water outlet. Okay, so it's just a matter of determining what you want to do. So this one here, you don't have to actually put it back in the water. So pollution 100%, it actually puts in the surrounding plants, right? So it's actually polluting the ground. If I was to use this one here, it produces 45 pollution. If I use the basic one, so that was the eco, if I use the basic one, it produces 100 pollution. If I was to use the eco water outlet, It's very expensive, and so that one there is $480 a week to run. That one there is $480 a week to run. This one here is $320 a week to run. But it doesn't put out any pollution. So I'm actually thinking, I'm not going to go this today. I'm actually going to go with the Eco one here. I should be able to put that out there. If I have any problems with it, I'll get rid of it and I'll put an inland one in. But I think we should be okay. So I'm just going to connect those up to there, like that. All right. So power-wise, I think all I've got to do there is just run a power line to there and over to there. Right? So they'll be grand. They'll be okay. So now the rest of the money we can spend on developing our residential areas and everything else like that. So before we go any further though, I'm going to put in a commercial zone there, and I'm going to put industry over here. I don't want that much industry. Again, this is only temporary. So what I'm putting over here is industry-wise. Yes, it will pollute the ground in the interim, but once I've got this established and I'm starting to make some money, that'll all be gotten rid of. Now, also the design of how I'm going to do this is going to change as well. So what we're just going to do for now, I'm going to put a road in here like this. Now, my main choice of road in suburban areas is this one here, our 2-lane suburban street. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to put my scenic, my area for the rich people, where we're going to tax them to hell because they're rich and they get a view of the waterways. It's going to come down here like this. And that'll be sufficient there, I think. All right, now I've done that. That's fine. I'm then going to join the dots. I'll just use that one. That's fine. Got that. Right. Now I'm also then going to put in some just standard little suburban areas up through here. I'll put them with that. No, I'll put them there like that. On there like that. And I think there's one. Now I'm just going to do it this way for the moment because I don't want to run out of money too quick. Trust me, that's happened the last 3 saves. All right, there we go. So I've done that. Now I need to get the water in here, and I need to make sure I connect it that time. There we go. And go up here like that. And there like that. There we go. And connect there. And connect you down to there. Right. Excellent. All done. So water's over here. Power will be over here. And that's all good. So now we can just zone it. So we're just going to go zone crazy. What? Paint tool. Right, zone crazy. Zone all this. Yeah, all those little bits as well. Actually, no, little bits I'll leave there because this is where I'm going to probably put, no, I probably will put the school on that here. And this road here will probably, in fact, let's upgrade that now. I'm going to do this differently to what I was going to do originally. Depends on if I have it available. What's that one? 3-lane asymmetrical. Parking road urban. 2-lane suburban road space for, yeah, let's put that in. Let's do that one instead. Right. So right. So that's what we're going to have there. So we've got 2-lane road going that way. It's got plenty of space and parking, and then we got a residential area there. Now that's all zoned, ready to go. And I think, well, actually what we'll do is I will actually do this zone here as well. And I'll do this zone down here. Did I put water down here? Yes. So that's all good to go. All right. So if we just fill in these ones here now, like that. Okay. Let's get this started. Right. So the demand will be high initially for the residential till we start getting residential in here, and then everything will be fine. So as you can see, for the power, as we said, it goes under the streets. So it's under the streets. So there's no power over from here to here other than through the street, but they're happy as Larry, and they've got their water, and they're just starting to fill that up. So the water there, that's all good. All right, tickety boo. All right, let's have a look as it's developing. Charming. Righto. Little do these guys know that they've just bought a plot of land that's going to be worth millions. Well, may not be worth millions, but it's going to be taxed as if it's worth millions anyway. All right, so these guys are just going to continue building up, which is fantastic until we get to, what is it? I think is it 500? Is it 500 people? Is the first little town or whatever it is? Achievement. But we should get there right. We've got a bit of cash left over, which is okay. So the dwindling cash is sort of covered by that initially. But certainly, hopefully, we should get enough demand to keep that going. Let's have a look over here. We've got commercial coming in here, which is fantastic. Industry is increasing demand. So the more industry we have, it's going to have workers' demand that we've seen. Then you've got residential demand. So they're all three of them in the RCI, the residential, commercial, and industrial, all go hand in hand. So to have industry, you've got to have residential to make workers, but you've also then got to have commercial to sell the products that industry makes. So for commercial to actually be successful, it has to have industry to supply products, but then it has to have people to buy its products. Okay, so it's all like it's like the old fire triangle, isn't it? It's like we've got to have all three parts to make a city. Take one of those parts out, and it's going to suffer. It's not going to work so well. Right, there's a lot of traffic going across this highway. Look at that, all running like trains though. Anyway. That's where we're at for the moment. We're going to let this continue on. Now we're almost making a profit. About to make a profit. There we go. We're starting to make money instead of lose money. That's not too bad. We didn't go down to anything negative, so we're good to go. As we wet the whistle. Anyway, all that aside, we have good news in the fact that our internet connection has now been upgraded. And that now means you'll get to see us playing games just like this on Twitch and also on YouTube live. So we're going on Twitch and we're also doing live streams on YouTube. But it also means probably more benefit for me directly. It means we can upload videos a hell of a lot quicker than what we have previously. So previously each video for an episode has taken me on average about 3.5 hours, give or take, to upload. Now I'm uploading in about 15 minutes, which means I'm not wasting so much time waiting. I can queue a lot more stuff up and get stuff done. So while I'm actually uploading, I then can't play and do other things as well. Anyway, all right. So there we go. Little Hamlet, 320 it was. So I was way off. So with Little Hamlet, we can now use taxes and loans. We have garbage, healthcare, education, and campus areas. We have the medical clinic, landfill site, elementary school, recycling centre, and community school. Right. So that's it. All right, excellent. Let's continue. That also gives us a cash injection. So if we pause, we've now got 21,000. So what we can do now is we can straight away jump in and develop because we've already got the money there. We might as well do so. So I'm going to put my elementary school in right here. Now, there will be more residential coming off down here. So hopefully this will start dealing with all the students we're going to have or the kids we're going to have in this residential area. I am also going to put in the medical centre, but not straight away. What we do want, though, is I do want to make sure I'm looking after our landfill, as in our garbage. So I'm going to put the landfill in there as well. And that's basically what we need to do initially. We can now start looking at expanding our areas as well. So I'm going to do that while it's live. So we can just come back in here to our streets, grab our suburban road again, and we can come across, build another grid. Now this section will be very much gridded, as you can see. Other areas that we're going to do won't be necessarily like this. It will be more free flowing, much like it is along here on the coastline. So we're not going to be so restrictive all the time, but certainly for this initial area, it is going to be a standard municipal sort of grid-like option. All right, now I think I'm going to put housing in there, and the emergency services and that can be on this side of the road here. And in fact, what we could do is we can actually, no, I'm not going to make that one way. Right, but anyway, we haven't got enough traffic demand there. I'm going to up the speed again. Haven't got enough traffic demand there at the moment to make that a 2-lane road, but certainly that'll give us an option. We can make that a 2-way road there later. Now, down here, what we're going to do, and I might set this up now, I'm going to come at an angle off that. So we're going to set up our main road that we're going to be setting up here and our distribution for later on. So what we're going to do is I want to come down there like that. Right, now that's just a placeholder. So I then want to, like that, and come on. No, stop. Right. Sometimes it's just a pain to line things up. Right, so I want to do that. Now that, go up to there, you'll go up to there. All right. And then you'll be reversed. So this is where, this section down here is going to be our main commercial strip. So that strip there will be gone. This will be our main commercial strip down here. And as we get along, I'm going to progress this down. Obviously, we're not going to use it at the moment because it's one way, so I haven't joined them together, so they're not going to have a chance to use that. But that's what we're going to do here going forward. I do need to bring that across there and bring it into there. Just got to fill that gap in there. Right. So there we go. So our residents are happy. Our global happiness is quite good. So let's have a look at some of our graphs and see exactly how things are going. Garbage is fine. Right, so we haven't even got a demand for garbage yet. So there's garbage truck there. So we have got the garbage trucks running. We've not used any landfill yet. Maybe he'll start using it, but we've used bugger all because we haven't got a demand for it yet. Happiness, residential happiness is at 34%. Okay, so we need to find out what's making our residents unhappy. Our health care is low, but we haven't got any health care at all at the moment anyway, so that makes some sense. So there's probably not much point worrying about that for the moment. Oh, but actually what we could do is have a look at education. So capacity is 99, we have 111 eligible. So we need to put another elementary school in there as well at some point soon. But what we're going to need to do first is do things like healthcare and get that up and running. All right, so let's just hurry on. Look at that sunset, sunrise. What time are we at? Don't know. Could be either. Now, I have toyed with running the real. Oh, here we go. Worthy Village. So we've now got 650, which means we've got another stack of cash. How much cash do we get? Does it tell me? Yeah, didn't tell me. We get districts, policies, second loan, district specialisation, services policies, the fire department, police department, unique buildings, forestry and agriculture specialisation, self-sufficient buildings, organic and local produce, new policies of power usage, water usage, smoke detector distribution, and we've got the firehouse and police station, obviously. All right, that's fantastic. So now what we can do is we just pause the game. I'm going to put my medical centre in here, and that should cover a fairly large area here. Now I'm going to go back to education, and I'm going to put another elementary school up here because that'll be fine. And then there'll be another one down in here as well. So elementary schools can be spaced out fairly well. Won't be too much of an issue. I do have a bit of a water issue there, do I? Now let's just join that up and that'll get rid of that problem. All right. Demand, we're okay for at the moment. Don't have to worry about anything in demand. Police station, we can't afford either the police station or the fire station at the moment. Nothing over here that we need either. So I think for the moment, I don't want to place any of these down. I don't think there's nothing in here that I can afford anyway. Oh, what's this one? Statue of shopping. Shopping is a wonderful thing. Statue of shopping is a constant reminder of the bliss that is purchase something. Requirement for building a headering. It's a rather big one. Yeah, it's not going to help me. No, not going to do that. Right, forget that. Right, let's just continue on. And let's see what we can get going here. Now, still a fair bit of space here for growth for a residential, which is good. Let's have a look now and see. No, not tourism. I don't want districts. Though I can start setting up my districts. I wanted Land value is blanked out, so I can't do land value. Okay. Pollution. Oh, there we go. So there's the pollution you've got. There's no pollution seemingly in the river, which is what we expected, which is good. Happiness. Right, happiness is okay. Let's have a look. Oh, healthcare is okay. Happiness, they're still not really happy. So what I need to do is I need to get some parks and stuff happening when we can. Let's have a look and see. Why aren't you happy, Joe? No, not healthcare. I want happiness. Right. So why aren't you happy? Now he's happy. Why aren't you happy? He hasn't got anyone in the house. Right. So he's not really unhappy. It's just the fact there's no one in the house that's made him happy. Right. It's okay. All right. So we've got more demand for commercial. So our commercial is outstripping everything else. So I think it's time to continue down in here. So we'll do a bit of a section down through here. We'll come down about there and then up to about there. That should be sufficient. And then what we'll do is we'll just join that into there like that. And we'll build commercial on either side. And that's fine because we are going to be putting commercial there. The middle there I'm keeping reserved, and you'll see why later on. Certainly I could actually build in there at the moment if I wanted to. Well, why not? Let's just put in there. We can always demolish it later. Let's continue on. So cash is okay. We're making a good profit now, so that's good. That's very good. Right. So now we've also got enough to put a police and fire station in. I think I'm going to put the fire department in first because quite often I put the police in first, then all of a sudden I start having fires and I lose 5 or 6 houses in a row and blah, 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 blah. So that's all well and good. I need to put some water in here though. Otherwise they're going to be unhappy. So that's done. Right. Excellent. All right. We're moving along. We're steadily making pace. And we're almost at the point where they're going to be ending this first episode. Well, we might actually get there. That'll be a surprise. Well, now, now look, we've got a crime problem. We need the police. Although we're very close, we can put the police in very, very shortly. And we can do that right now. So the police can go in there and they should sort out all that crime. Let's have a look at the crime. Right, let's see them fix the crime. There's the coppers. Drove in, fixed that one. One over here. One there. Fix those. Fix this guy over here. Fixed them all. Excellent. All right. All right. Everyone's turning nice and blue because they're happy with the police force. Crime rate is low. Well, very low now. No one's detained. So things are good. All right. So on that note, we're going to leave it right there. That's where we're going to leave our city, and we're going to come back to that very, very soon. Oh, there we go. There's a good place to end it. Okay. So we've made it to Tiny Town. So let's just review what we've got for Tiny Town. We've got the park area, industry area, landscaping, event policies, and park policies. We can now put down parks and plazas, industry areas, fishing industry. Yes. Well, guess what we're getting stuck into the next episode? Level 2 unique buildings and football. Build a football stadium. Woohoo! We have a whole pile of new policy unlocks. We have new roads unlocked, including some interchange type stuff. Medium industry road, excellent. That's what we need for industry. Highways is what we, look, all the industry roads we've got available to us now. We've got fishing routes available. We've got canals available to us, which we might want to play with. We've got some fences, playgrounds, parks. Excellent. Right. We're laughing. Right. That's it. So that's it for this episode. We'll be back here in Cities Skylines and continue on with our Sunset Harbour DLC and all the other DLCs very, very soon back here at Duck Gaming. Don't forget to come and join us on Discord. Don't forget to come and check us out on Twitch, Twitter, and Facebook. We will be streaming on Twitch regularly. I think every Friday night and possibly Saturday morning will be either Twitch and or YouTube. And of course, don't forget to press that like button if you like the episode. If you didn't, that's okay. And if you're not already subscribed to the channel, please consider subscribing. And when you do press that subscribe button, make sure you press that alarm notification icon as well, so you're made aware of when more videos are available on the channel. So until next time, keep your streets clean, and we'll talk to you very, very soon back here at Duck Gaming and Cities Skylines. See you later. Bye.